Hello everyone from the rooftop of Riad El Barch in Marrakesh. This is a half an hour sequence that will help you ground, open your hips, strengthen your hips as well, finding a little bit of earthing feeling, and especially for those of us who spend a lot of time sitting on chairs and on computers, this will also feel really nice on the back and on the hip area. So we will start in a tabletop position, in a all fours position, where you place your hands with the fingers spread under your shoulders and you have your knees under your hips. So make sure this is not too short. This won't allow movement. You really want to create the space for the whole length of your torso. So you have your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, and you tuck your toes under. That will give you a little bit of guidance. And just start with the very classic form of the cat and cow. So as you inhale, you arch your back and you open. As you exhale, and the movement starts in the hip, you round into the cat form. So taking those two movements and feeling how they can become each time a little bit more present. So we start, it's beginning to get a bit smoother, maybe it's sticky in the beginning, but then there's more and more space in the hips happening. So it's the hips who generate, who create, who start the rounding and the arching. Great, just continue a couple of times like this. You can use your yogic breath, your ujjayi breath. Couple more. Perfect. And next time you inhale, as you exhale, and slide the hands a bit forward. You will need that space. Come up with your knees and into a first down dog, where you keep on moving, bending one knee at a time, stretching. Really interesting is, again, starting all sorts of movements from the hips, feeling the hips in space and creating this awareness and movement. Great, now take your knees back down to the mat. And as you inhale, extend your right leg back, bend your right knee and start circling. So it doesn't matter in which direction, just big circles with your right knee. Couple of circles the other way around. And then extend that right leg again and take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, place your right foot on the outside of your right hand. So lower your hips down, step one, and then move your hands diagonally towards the left onto the fingertips and allow the hips to lower. Let the head go, and you just have a little bit of weight in the hands, but everything else stays on the feet, on the knees. Great, now walk your hands back and pick up your left knee and turn the feet parallel. So you're turning towards your left side of your mat. Your right knee is bent. Lengthen your spine. You can come onto your fingertips, I really recommend. And with an inhale, extend your right leg, and with the exhale, bend the other one. So you're just continuing, inhaling to the center on your own rhythm, exhaling, bending one knee. Just go on like that. And make sure you have a long spine. Couple more. And then move towards the front of your mat. Turn your feet so you can come back into a down dog. Down dog. Find some movement in your spine and your whole body length. With an inhale, come into a plank. And as you exhale, lower down. Inhale into a cobra. And exhale, soften down. 2 more times. As you inhale, lift up, use the core, and allow space in your shoulders. And as you exhale, lower down. 1 more. Inhale up. Exhale down and back onto hands and knees. So from this side, extend your left leg, bend your left knee, and start doing some really big circles. Huge, 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 huge circles. And then circle the other way around as well. Perfect. Now extend the left leg back. And with an exhale, place your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Lower the hips down. And then walk your hands to the right on the fingertips. Allow your neck to soften. Allow the stretch on the left side of your body. Great. Now walk back your hands. Pick up your right knee. Bring the feet parallel. And again, walking from side to side. And if there's space in your joints, you can even bend your knees a little bit more. Lower your hips down. I'm lifting the hands up. You could do that as well. Or just keep them down. Just stay with the hips up. Or finding a bit more of space. And now everyone, as we are up, the next time you stay in a forward fold here. Just soften your shoulders. You can move your neck from side to side. Take a few deep inhales and exhales. And then move back to the front of your mat. So that means towards the left foot. And come back into a down dog. And now as you inhale into a plank. And as you exhale, lower down with care. You can always use the knees on the mat. As you inhale, open. And as you exhale, down into down dog. 1 more time. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, lower down with a lot of care. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. And stretch yourself long here. So in down dog, you can take your knees down and watch me if you need to. The hip is key element. So if your back is round and your legs are extended, bring some space by bending your knee and allowing your hips to tilting forwards so you can lengthen your spine. So again, the hips are key. 2 more breaths. And then slowly walk your feet to the front of the mat. And you stay here in a forward fold. Grab onto your opposite elbow and allow yourself to soften and to lengthen in your spine. And you can bend your knees as much as you want. Great. Now with the next inhale, release and come up to standing. Extend your arms overhead. And as you exhale, take your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, open up, make yourself long, long, long. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, go back into down dog. And from down dog, pick up your right foot, bend your right knee, and do those circles. Just the circles we've been doing on when we were on our hands and knees. Circling wide, and then circling the other direction as well. Great. Now extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, place your right foot between your hands, your left heel down. So heels in line, and the torso is turned to the left side. You come up into a warrior two. And with an inhale, you extend your right leg. And as you exhale, bend that right knee a couple of times. Inhale, extend it. Exhale, bend it. Come a little bit lower maybe. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower down. Stay here. You can turn the head towards the right hand. Open your right knee. Sink a bit lower in your hips. Fantastic. Now take the hands on the inside of your right foot. Listen carefully. Pick up your left heel and bring it a little, right heel, sorry, and bring it to the right edge of your mat. And then sink in, and you could use a block under your elbows or elbows down. So you're folding in on the inside of your right thigh. 2 more breaths. Release that. Turn yourself facing forward your mat. Take your right foot back, come into down dog. With an inhale into a plank. And as you exhale, lower down with care. Inhale, open up. And exhale. Back you go into down dog. Now from that side of your down dog, pick up your left knee, bend your left leg, and start circling. So you do big, huge circles with your left knee. Really go for it. It's muscular, so sometimes we say, my hips are tight, I'm not opening my hips. It's also because of weakness. So make an effort here, change the direction of circles to really lift up your knee and circle. It's a combination of tightness and weakness. Now extend your left leg and open your hip huge with the left leg extended. Extended, extended, extended. And as you exhale, place your left foot between your hands, your right heel down, heels in line. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, stay here. And as you inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. And as you bend a little bit more. Same thing here. Go for it. One more. Stay down. Turn your gaze towards your left hand. Open your right shoulder. It's more about the hips, but we can still work on our shoulders as well. And then take the hands on the inside of your left foot. Pick up the left heel, just the heel, and bring it to the left edge of your mat, towards. And then you're going to fold in on the inside of your left thigh. The head is soft, you can use your blocks. Great. 2 more breaths. And slowly release. Square your hips. Come back into down dog. Take your knees to the mat. Sit onto the heels just for a moment. If this isn't available to you, don't worry. We're just gonna move. As you inhale, come up. Extend your arms overhead. Open your chest. As you exhale, you go back down. Inhale up, you open, exhale. One more. Feel it from the hips. Exhale down. Take your hands to the mat. Pick up your knees. come back into down dog. And from down dog, walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Up to you if you want to take your hands a bit higher. I find this very helpful. Exhale, round. Do it a couple of times more. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, round. One more. And with the next inhale, just come up to standing. Extend your arms overhead. Make yourself long. And as you exhale, take your hands in front of your heart. Now you are on the top of your mat. Shift your weight to the right foot and pick up your left knee just in the air, and then start turning the left knee to the side. So this is my left knee and I'm turning it open like a really big door opening. Bend the right knee, and now slowly we're just going back into this position of the warrior two. And we sink a little bit lower, open the chest. So that's the key. If you stay here, nothing's really gonna happen. But in my experience, most of us can go definitely a little bit more. Take your right elbow, right forearm onto the right thigh, and now twist open and extend your left arm towards the ceiling. Open your chest and bring your right buttocks under you. This will increase the opening in your hips. I know. One more breath. Great. Now come on back up. Extend your right leg and turn your right foot in so we are facing the left side of our mat. And as you exhale, come forward. You can use a block, or I will use my right hand here under my right shoulder in the middle and far out. And then twist to the left side. Release, change the hand, twist to the right side. Release, change the hand, twist to the left side. Release, change the hand, twist to the right side, and stay there. As an option, you could just leave your right hand onto your sacrum or extend it up towards the ceiling or the skies. And release. Just come into the forward fold for a moment, like we've done in the other first rounds. And then walk your hands towards the right foot, so you're coming back into down dog. From down dog, walk your feet all the way to the front of your mat. And now, take your feet facing you. You are still in the front of your mat. Your feet wider, quite wide, like slightly turned out. And slowly you come down into a squat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You can always place something under your heels or sit onto a block. And as you exhale, come on into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm going to show it to you from the side. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen into that squat. And exhale, take your hips up, round. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift from the squat. And exhale, take your hips up. Move your feet a little bit closer. Stay in the forward fold. And as you inhale, come back to standing. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale, take your hands in front of your heart. Shift your weight to the left foot. Pick up your right knee. And as you have your balance, start opening the right knee to the side. Opening your right knee to the side, bending the left, and landing back into that warrior two. So again, choose. Maybe you can go a bit lower. Of course, it's gonna be more intense, but that's really gonna help to strengthen your hips. As you exhale, place your left thigh here, your left forearm onto your left thigh, and extend your right arm towards the ceiling. Now, what's really key here is not allowing the knee to fall in, keeping it in line, and bringing the buttocks under you. So you feel it in your hips. One more breath. Come on back up and turn your left foot in so you have the feet parallel, and then turn the heels a bit in so they're kind of pointing outwards. And now bend both knees, and we're coming into the goddess pose, Durgasana, and moving from side to side. Just moving the hips same height, so you're not going like this, you are staying down and moving from side to side. Great. Now stay in the center, lower down a little bit more, take your forearms on the inside of your thighs and push your back long, so you're like in a cobra. 2 more breaths. Fantastic. Now you will bring your feet parallel and come into the forward fold. Place your right hand under your chest, quite in front of you. Twist to the left. Exhale to the center, change the side. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale to the center, change the side. Twist to the left as you inhale. 2 more rounds to the center. 1 more round, 2 more sides. Twist to the right. And now stay in the twist to the left. That means your right hand is on the floor and you twist open to the left side. Great, now release into our last wide-legged forward fold. You could use your hands onto your thighs, onto your shin bone or your ankles, and pull in a little bit. And release that. Move your hands towards your left foot. Square yourself into a down dog. Press your hands long. Make yourself strong. And then take both knees to the mat and just sit onto your right side, towards your right side, your feet to the left. And then pick up your left foot and place it on the outside of your right knee. You could do this if your both sit bones can stay down, or you could extend your right leg. So really it's up to you. First thing we're doing here is just finding length. So as you inhale, lengthen your spine and allow your 2 hips, your sit bones to be grounded. And as you exhale, you twist towards the left. And you can place your elbow on the outside of your left thigh, or just hug your left knee with your right elbow. Turning, turning, turning towards the left side. That's another one that is really great for the hips, but we need to be aware of not just leaning into the twist of the energy from the base, circling to the side. Release and just switch your legs position. So it depends if you have your leg extended. In that case, it would be your left leg extended or bent. Make sure your two hips are grounded. Inhale, make yourself long, and as you exhale, twist to the right side. So you have your hips aware and grounded, your sit bones, and also the strength. So there's a lot of strength coming from your back, from your torso, and from your core. Twists are really great for our core. Fantastic. Release. Extend your legs to the front now, both feet. Just shake out a little bit your thighs. And we're coming, I'm gonna face you into the butterfly forms. So you have your feet, the soles are together, and you can grab onto your ankles or your feet. And the first thing we'll do is just move like a little boat rocking in the waves from side to side. So that's really important, just rocking. It's the same, it will create awareness and strength. So we often think, I'm tight in my hips, I just have to stretch my life out of those hips. The truth is we need to strengthen those hips. Now, place your hands behind you. It can be on the fingertips, it could even be using two blocks. And like a butterfly, just move the knees up and down, up and down, up and down. Quite a quick butterfly. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, I'm gonna mirror this for you. Have your left knee going to the floor or as close as possible to the floor. And have your left hand here on the back side and press with your right hand onto your right thigh. So you're leaning into your left side and you're kind of elongating or giving space in your right hip side. That's a great one. So we get a bit of space in the hip joint. One more breath. And we're just changing side by coming to the center and allowing that right knee to come down. And now pushing with the left hand, the left thigh. So visualize away more than down, bringing it further away from the center. Yeah, 2 more breaths. Back to the center. 1 more breath. So we're staying active. Push yourself up and feel the spaciousness. Great. Now take your knees slowly back to the center. And we're just getting ready for Shavasana. Close your knees, round your back, and this comes from the hip, so the hip tilts back. And very slowly hugging your knees in, come onto your back. Move a little bit from left to right, and then extend your legs, extend your arms. Turn the palms up, come into Shavasana. And if you need a longer Shavasana, please feel free to press pause on the video or close your browser and take a longer one. Slowly start taking a few deeper breaths, moving your body. And when you're ready, roll onto one side. And press yourself up into a seat. Namaste.